Hello everyone, welcome to Oliveboard. My name is Dinkar and I welcome you all in this session. Welcome to the RBI Grade B 2022 Fast Track Revision Series of Phase 1 General Awareness uh, topics. And as you all know that the exam is approaching and the exam is on 27th of this month. So this Fast Track Revision Series is especially important for all of you so that you can have the immediate revision of some of the important points that can be asked in the general awareness section of the RBI Grade B 2022 examination. It is just like that. You just have to look on the things that you might have missed or you might be knowing from the earlier. But it is just like we just wanted to make you prepare for. Any kind of question. So some of the important things that we can think from the month that can be most important, so we have kept it over here in this series. And so I hope we have already taken few lectures under this series, and if you haven't attended, please attend that also. And today I will be covering the general awareness portion of reports, indices, state news, government schemes, which are especially in the news during the month of April 2022. So that all we will be discussing today only. Okay, so it will be going to a very fast track and we will be just touching upon the points like what exactly you have to remember for the examination. Okay, so let's start with our session. So this is RBI Grade B 2022 Fast Track Revision Series for Phase 1 General Awareness. We are pledging for your success. What are the importance of this series is because it is a very fast track crisp series for basic understanding concepts, highly adaptive, and we will be also providing you the guidance of how to answer the questions. Okay, so general awareness, reports, indices, state schemes, state news in the month of April. Okay, so those people who are there, please, if you can just say hi, hello to me so that I can know your name, so that I can address you by your names. Hello Raju, welcome to the session. Good to see you, man, today. Really great to see you today. Thank you for joining the session. So, first of all, the first thing is that nutritional status of senior citizen. So, as per the census 2011, the number of senior citizen are 8.4%. Okay, so there is a report that has been published by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, that is called Report of Technical Group on Population Projection of July 2020. Okay, so this project has projected that increase in the population of the senior citizen from 13.75 crore in 2021 to 22.74 crore in 2036. So we are expecting that by 2036 we are going to have around 22.74 crore population of older peoples. Okay, I am good, Raju, thank you so much, and I hope you are also doing well. Okay, so this nutrition status report of senior citizen is a longitudinal aging study in India, LASI wave 1, that is has been prepared in 2017 and 18. It is a report of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So as per the report says that more than quarter of the elderly, that means around 25% of the people above are underweight, 27%, and a fifth of the elderly people are overweight and obese. Okay, indicating a dual burden, like some people are undernourished and some people are overnourished. Okay, now Gautam Adani, only Indian in the world top 10 billionaire list as per the Bloomberg's top 10 billionaire list. Okay, earlier Mukesh Ambani was there. Now Gautam Adani has on the top 10. Okay, Indian startup raised $12 billion during the first 3 months of 2022. As per the domestic startup, have raised around $12 billion in the first 3 months of 2022. Okay, so there is a tracker platform that is called FinTracker. For that, 528 startup, including 324 in their early stages and 123 are in the growth stages. They have announced that around 12 billions funding they have got during the starting 3 months of 2022. Okay. Hello Aarti, welcome to the session. Long time, very long time I haven't seen you. Okay, so great to see you. You are here, so please understand it. So now, Act now on fossil fuel to meet 1.5 degrees Celsius report as per IPCC report. Okay, so Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change have said that you have to act on fossil fuel in order to meet a target of 1.5 degrees Celsius. Okay, so they have prepared a report that is called Climate Change 2022 Mitigation of Climate Change. Okay, so in that they have told that around we have to maintain the temperature at 1.5 degrees Celsius by the end of the century if we wanted to mitigate all the catastrophic changes that will happen. Okay, now India breaks into the world top 5 club in the term of market capitalization. So as per the recent data of market capitalization, Indian equity market has broken in the world record into the top 5 clubs of the team. Okay, so now our country market capital is around $3.21 trillion. Okay, and we are higher than UK, Saudi Arabia and Canada. Okay, so this year only India has climbed 2 positions up. Okay, now the total world market capital is US dollar 109.22 trillion. Okay, so the US has topped that. So US is having a total market capital of 47.32 trillion. Then after that we have a China, okay, then Japan and then Hong Kong. Okay, no, Arthi, there is no MCQ session. So we are just making you aware of the various type of important news in the last 4 months. Okay, whatever the last 4 month important news are there. So we are not we are not going to do MCQ. We will be just listening to the what important you have to remember. Okay, now India's biggest importer of arm in 27 and 21, but Atmanirbhar Bharat pushes sees volume fall down by 21%. As per the report, see, this report is published by SIPRI, that is Stockholm International Peace Research Institute. India may be pushing for Atmanirbhar Bharat, that is indigenous development in the defense equipments. The central government earmarked 68% of the capital budget of 2022 and 23 for domestic manufacturing industries. Okay, see, as you all know that most of the Indian defense imports come from the Russia. So India total volume of import has fell to 21%. Okay, now the 5 largest arm importers, those who are importing the arms in 2017 and 21, the biggest importer is India at the number 1, then Saudi Arabia, then 3rd one is Egypt, then 4th one is Australia, and 5th one is China. And the 5 biggest exporters of arms are USA, Russia, France, China, and Germany. As you can see that China is also in the importer category also and exporter category also. Okay, so India, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Australia and China accounted for 38% of the global arms import. Okay, so India has accounted for 11% of the total arms import during the month of year 2017 and 21. Saudi Arabia is the second biggest arm importer and Saudi Arabia is also importing around 11% of the total world imports. Okay, now India brand features in the top 250, 5th year in row. Okay, so latest there is a report from the Deloitte. Okay, reports global powering of retailing. So India has got into the top 250. The top 250 global retailer generated an aggregate revenue of US dollar 5.11 trillion. Okay, so Reliance Retail has secured the second position in the list of fastest 50 retailers. Okay, so globally Europe has the largest number of retailers with 90 companies. Then North America is having the highest share then of the top 250 retailers. Now, first in the country, Telangana moved to index its crop. Now Telangana is going to index the crop. Now Telangana is over to find it out like at which place diversification is happening in the crop. So Telangana, important, very important news for this. Telangana has become the first state in the country to start documenting crop diversification trend in the form of an index. Okay, that means how many places at which all places a crop diversification and the farmers are opting for alternate crops. Okay, so the index has a starting value of 1 and it is represent the proportion of total cultivated area devoted to single crop. That means if you have a area that is devoted to one crop only, then you are getting the value 1. But many districts in the state have an index value ranging from 0 to 5, and higher the score, greater is the agriculture diversification. Okay. Now, according, Arti, I will answer your question, whatever it is, I will at the last. Okay. So, according to the crop diversification index, the state grows 77 varieties of 10 crops. Normally, grains favored for diversification in the state Nirmal, Vikarbad and Sangareddy are more diverse area. It was also discovered that Pedapalli, Karimangar and Suryapet were the 3 least diverse area. You just have to remember that Telangana is the first in the country to index the crop for the crop diversification. Okay. Now, Gujarat tops the Niti Aayog index for energy and climate. Very important. Gujarat, Kerala, Punjab are amongst the larger state, and Goa, Tripura, Manipura among the smaller state have topped the Niti Aayog index. Okay. So, the State Energy and Climate Index SECI in the first index that aims to track the effort made by state government. So, Niti Aayog ranking seeks to encourage the competition among the states. Okay. So, Gujarat has topped that. So, the index is based on 2019 and 2022 data. Among the union territories, Chandigarh, Delhi, Daman and Diu, Dadra and Nagar Haveli were the top performers. Gujarat, Kerala and Punjab being ranked as the top 3 performer in the category of larger state, while Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh were the bottom 3. Okay, Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh were the bottom 3. As you all know that these 3 states are mining areas also. Goa emerged as a top performer in the smaller state categories, followed by Tripura and Manipur. And Punjab was the best performer in the DISCOM performance, distribution company performance, while Kerala has topped on the access and affordability and reliability categories. Haryana was the best performer in the clean energy initiative among the larger state, and Tamil Nadu for the energy efficiency category. Okay. So, since this report has been published by Niti Aayog and for the first time, so you should remember all the things regarding that. Okay. Now, World Bank says war shocks to drag Asian economies in the coming month, because the war on Ukraine has dragging all the economies throughout the world. Okay. So, growth of the region is saying that it is estimated at 5% now from the original forecast. So, earlier the forecast was 5.4%. Now, the forecast is 4%. And in the low case scenario, it can also sink to 4%. So the World Bank anticipates that China, the region's largest economy, will expand at 5% annual pace, much slower than 8.1% that has happened in 2021. Okay, because many things are there that has to be discussed. Now, the report pointed to the 3 main potential shocks. What are the 3 main potential shocks? First of all, the war, the changing monetary policy of the US, and some other countries, and the slowdown in the China. Okay, so these are the 3 main things that are dragging the world economy back. Okay, now West Bengal accounts for 10.4% of the microfinance loan portfolio, second in India. West Bengal account for 10.4% of the total MFI loan portfolio in the country after Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is on the top, 12.4% Tamil Nadu is doing, and West Bengal is on the second position. Bangladesh tops in the South Asian in terms of women board on the list. Okay, maximum number of board members if any countries are having as a women's, Bangladesh is topping on that in the South Asia. Okay, so as per the study conducted by International Financial Corporation and the Dhaka Stock Exchange, Bangladesh tops the list, where women on the board of members are in the listed companies. More women are there. Then Nykaa company, as you all know, that they prepare beauty products for the women's. Falguni Nair is the top 10 self-made woman billionaire in the world. Okay, top 10 self-made, Nykaa Falguni Nair. Okay, from India, this name is very important. Okay, so she is the newest entrant in the woman billionaire list. Nair is 58 and debuted is the number 10 in the list, and that is the only woman from India to do so. Now, Japan, Germany, France, Canada, and South Korea are the world's largest economy without a single made self woman. Okay, see, these are all the top economies, but they are without the single self-made woman billionaires. Okay, India has tripled the number of self-made woman billionaires in the last decades. There are 124 self-made women billionaire in the world today. See what happens is that these are self-made because they have built their own business from the starting, from the scratch, and then they have rose to reside. Some people, some women are there who are already, their mother and father are there in the business, and they have hand over their business to their childs. Okay, so we are not counting over here, we are counting only those who are the self-made people. Okay, then Beijing based property developer Wu Zhuang 58 of Longfor is the world's richest self-made billionaires. Okay, so she is from Beijing, China. China has 2/3 of the world's self-made woman billionaire. Okay, now $40 trillion economy by 2047 possible if working age population is employed as per the CII, Confederation of Indian Industry. Important. $40 trillion economy is possible by 2047 if we are able to properly utilize our working age population, and we can easily employ these people. As you all know that we are going to have a demographic dividend in the near future. Okay, so if we wanted to properly utilize these people, we have to do proper skill development of these people. Okay, so we will have a $40 trillion economy by 2047. Like since 1947 our country got freedom, and in 2047, after 100 years, we can have $40 trillion economy. Right now, from till 2025, we are focusing on $5 trillion. Okay, so CII reports that India GDP can grow from the current 3 trillion to 9 trillion and 40 trillion by 2030. So by 2030 we are telling 9 trillion, and by 2047 we are telling 40 trillion. Okay, so the golden period of 30 years between 2020 and 50 is the country working age population, that is called demographic dividend. So from 2020 to 2050, in this period we will have a good demographic dividend. That means maximum people will be in the working age. Okay, so we are expecting that we will get around $40 trillion of our economy by 2047 in the 100th year of independence. Okay, now as per the World Bank paper, extreme poverty in India is down by 12.3 percentage points. Okay, so working paper of the World Bank, the working paper of the World Bank is titled "Poverty in India has declined over the last decade, but not much as previously thought." Okay, so this is a second such working paper. Now, IMF working paper. The IMF working paper was also released and was authored by the economist Karan Bhasin, Surjit Bhalla, and Arvind Veermani. Okay, so this paper suggested that India extreme poverty was as low as 0.8% in 2019 and in 2020, and India managed to keep is at that level in spite of the pandemic because of the food transfer and Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana that government has run. So because of that, the extreme poverty was very less in our country. Okay, now what is the difference between the two papers, World Bank paper and IMF paper? IMF paper is based on the data from 2011 and 12 as per the National Sample Survey Organization, and the World Banker papers relied on the data from the Consumer Pyramid Household Survey (CPHS) of the CMIE. See, both are the Indian institute only, but World Bank is using CMIE data, that is employment data, direct employment data, and IMF is utilizing NSSO data. Okay. Now, India tops world in terms of number of person killed in the road accident. Okay. So, if question comes like which country tops in the number of person killed in the road accident, that is India. Okay. And this right now, our transport minister has signed an agreement with World Bank of 7,500 crore rupees for preventing the roadside accidents. Okay, so based on the latest issue of the World Road Statistics 2018, that is brought out by the International Road Federation, Geneva, India has ranked number 3 as per the number of accident, and India ranked number 1 as per the number of person killed. So number of accident, India is at number 3, and number of person killed, India is number 1. Now, bank credit growth to hit 4-year high of 11 to 12% this fiscal. That means there is a credit growth of 11 to 12% this fiscal as per the CRISIL report. Okay. Now, India will take over a decade to come over the COVID-19 losses. So, like whatever the losses that our COVID-19 has done to our economy, as per RBI report, it is said that India will take around 1 decade to come over it. Okay. So that report, Reserve Bank India Report on Currency and Finance has estimated that 6.5 to 8.5% of the feasible range midterm GDP growth with a timely rebalancing of the monetary and fiscal policy likely being the first step in the journey if you wanted to bounce back. Okay. Now, Chhattisgarh tops states with lowest unemployment rate in India. Very important. Chhattisgarh has been ranked first among states with the lowest unemployment rate in the country as per the government reports. Okay. Now, according to the latest data released by CMIE, Chhattisgarh has registered an unemployment of 0.6% in this month. Okay. So, as per the data, Haryana has the highest unemployment. Haryana is having the highest unemployment, that is 26.7%. Okay. Followed by Rajasthan, then Jammu and Kashmir. So Rajasthan is having 25% and Jammu and Kashmir is having 14.5%. Okay. Now QS World University Ranking. So this QS report is always related to the World University Ranking. Okay. So they have released their report by subject-wise report, like for which subject, which university is on the top. So IIT Bombay and IIT Delhi among the top 100 engineering and technology list. Okay, so this report has been released on the 6th April. So normally the ranking is being done on engineering, technology, humanities, arts, natural science, medicines, life science, management and social science. Okay, so for each category they provide rankings. So Indian universities on the list are IIT Bombay has topped the list. IIT Delhi, 4 academic programs are there. Okay, arts and humanities, Jawaharlal Nehru University and University of Delhi. Okay, then now as per the RBI, GDP can grow at 6.5 to 8.5% and we need to reduce the depth. If we reduce the depth, we can grow by 6.5 to 8.5%. Now, Indian economy to take 12 years to overcome the COVID crisis. So that is the RBI, all RBI reports are telling. Now, world military expenditure surpassed $2 trillion. India among the top 3 spender. World military expenditure has surpassed $2 trillion. As per the SEBI report, we have already talked, 2.1 trillion in the financial year 2022. This much money has been spent by the world in buying the weapons and all the military expenditures. India is among the top 3 spenders. Okay, so the total global military expenditure has been increased by 0.7%. The 5 largest spenders, first is US, then China, then India, then UK, then Russia. Okay, so these 5 countries only do 62% of the expenditure in military. Okay, India spent around $76.6 billion. That is 3rd highest. Okay, on the other hand, US and China are the top 2. US expenditure is $801 billion. If you compare with India, that is $76.6 billion. So it is 9 times. Okay, it is 9 times, right? Now, second place was China. China doing expenditure of 293 billion for defense. The UK has done expenditure of 68.4 billion. Meanwhile, Russia took the 5th floor and the highest defense spendings. Okay. Now, global wind energy sector need 4-fold higher growth to meet 2050 net zero goal. Okay. So India is having more than 1.4 gigawatt of wind energy that has been already installed. Okay, we have already exceeded our 1.1 gigawatt of installation previous year. Okay, so Renewable Energy Ministry has set a target of installing 5 gigawatt of offshore capacity by 2022 and making it 30 gigawatt by 2030. Okay, so India can generate 127 gigawatt by offshore wind energy because India is having the coastline of 7,600 kilometer. So what is this onshore and offshore? Onshore wind energy refers to the turbines that are located on land, onshore, on the land, that use wind to generate electricity, and offshore that are generated from the wind at the sea. You are putting the windmill in the sea and doing it. Okay, so 30 gigawatt is a target for 2030. Okay, and for this year we have a target, for current years we have a target of installing 5 gigawatt of onshore. Offshore we have a 5 gigawatt of offshore to develop by 2022. Offshore, like in the sea, 5 gigawatts. Okay, then UNCCD GLOW 2, United Nations Conservation to Combat Desertification. 16 million square kilometer of land will be degraded by 2050 if current trend continue. As per the UNCCD GLOW 2 report, 16 million square kilometer of the land will be degraded. Okay, that is equal to the size of South America. Okay, will be degraded if current trend continues. Okay, now India ranked 21st in estimated crypto gains in 2021 as per the chain analysis data. According to the data released by crypto analytics firm Chain Analysis, investors around the world realized that total crypto gain of $162.7 billion as in 2021 as compared to 32.5 billion. So this is the second consecutive data that has been prepared by this. Okay, so the report highlighted that Ethereum edge out Bitcoin in total realized gain. That means Ethereum has gained too much of value as per Bitcoins. Okay, now just leave it. Now India needs 12.4 trillion for net zero transition as per Stan chart report. As per Stan chart report, India will be needing $12.4 trillion to be net zero transition. Okay, as per Standard Chartered report, India will invest $12.4 trillion, that is nearly half of the US GDP, if India wanted to transit to the net zero carbon by 2060. Okay, so India has set a net target, net zero emission by 2070. So earlier India has set a target for 2050, but in this now COP26, India has changed that and said that we will be doing net zero emission by 2070. Okay, now IPC makes case for halving globe emission by 2030. IPC has makes case for halving global emission by 2030 to make it half. Okay, mitigation of climate change, average annual greenhouse emissions, limiting global warming to 1.5 degree Celsius. Okay, now global cloud infrastructure is spending to reach $90 billion by 2022. As per IDC report, International Data Corporation, they have released a report that is called Worldwide Quarterly Enterprise Infrastructure Tracker. So they have said that global cloud infrastructure spending will reach $90 billion in 2022. Now, Savetha, ISM Dhanbad Best Indian Institute in QS World University list. Okay, the 12th edition of the QS World University ranking list has been released. Tamil Nadu based Savetha Institute of Medical and Technical Science of Indian School of Mines has debuted as India 2 best universities. Okay. Then UNFPA report, nearly half of the pregnancies are unintended. As per the report of the UNFPA, Seeing the Unseen, the case for action in the neglected crisis of unintended pregnancies by the United Nations Population Fund, they have said that nearly half of the pregnancies are unintended. Okay. So nearly half of the all pregnancies, like around 121 million each year, are unintended. Now, air pollution leads to 1 lakh premature deaths in India. As per the research done at University of Birmingham and University College London and published the Science Advance report, the people dying prematurely because of exposure of air pollution that is extremely high in the Indian major cities like Delhi, Kolkata, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Mumbai. So premature death, around 1 lakh people are having the premature death. Okay. Now schemes and state news. Schemes and state news. Okay. Diksha website. Okay, Diksha website is a quality e-content for the school education. So QR coded energized textbooks for all grades are there. Diksha compliant with World Wide Web Consortium Web Content Accessibility 2.0 level AA. Okay, so this is a very important website for the, if you really wanted to study some of the courses, you can go there and learn it. Okay, open defecation free villages. Under Swachh Bharat Mission Phase 2, which is being implemented during the period of from 2021 to 24 and 25, the goal is to make all villages open defecation free plus. Okay, so now we have a 5-year more plan that has been there. So we wanted to make all the villages open defecation free. Okay, then Delhi CM sets target to deliver 20 lakhs jobs under the Rozgar budget. They have released a Rozgar budget, that is called Rozgar budget. Under that, they have said that 20 lakh jobs will be created in 5 years. Okay. Now, Cabinet has approved the distribution of fortified rice under the targeted public distribution system. Okay, under the National Food Security Act by 2024. Okay, so this program has already been approved. Okay, so for this whole process, 2,700 crore rupees per annum will be required. Okay, for a full implementation up to June 24. Okay, so 88.65 lakh million tons of fortified rice have already been procured by the Food Corporation of India. Okay, now UP CM Yogi Adityanath to launch School Chalo Abhiyan. So School Chalo Abhiyan will be launched by the Uttar Pradesh government. Okay, 100% enrollment we want in the upper primary schools. Okay, primary and upper primary school under the School Chalo Abhiyan. Airport Authority of India is going to provide platform for self-help groups for promotion of the local artisan and products through Avsar scheme. So Airport Authority of India is going to provide a scheme that is called Avsar scheme, where Airport Authority of India will provide the place to provide their products during the in the airports. Okay, so the to encourage the talent of the woman, artisan and craftsman people for the right opportunity. Okay, so under that Airport Authority has launched an initiative Afsar. So an area of around 100 to 200 square feet has been earmarked by the Airport Authority of India operated airports. So the space is being allocated to the self-help groups on turn basis for a duration of 15 days. Okay. Now, Mudra loan. Under Mudra loan, you should know that there are 3 categories: Shishu, Kishore and Tarun. Under Shishu, up to 50,000. Kishore, 50,000 to 5 lakh. Then Tarun, 5 lakhs to up to 10 lakhs. There is an interest subvention of 2% on the prompt payment of the Shishu loan extended under PMMY Yojana for PM Mudra Yojana for a period of 12th month to the eligible borrowers. Now, Department of Telecommunication invites expression of interest for 5G Vertical Engagement Partnership Program, VEPP program. Vertical Engagement Partnership Program is related to 5G. Okay, you should know that Vertical Engagement Partnership Program, VEPP initiative, is related to Department of Telecommunication for the 5G installation. Okay, now Rural Development Secretary is chairing the webinar for the captive employment policy under Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gramin Kaushalya Yojana. Okay, so what is this captive employer? It is the first of its kind initiative aiming at addressing the vision of a dynamic and demand-based skilling, okay, catering to the requirement of the industry partner, assuring sustainable placement and rural poor youth. Okay, so you talk to the industry will tell we will be needing this much people of this category of this skill, and then you start teaching that skill only under Pradhan under the Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gramin Kaushalya Yojana. That is called captive employer. You teach them and I will capture those people in my company. Okay, now redressal mechanism under Swadhar Grah scheme. So Ministry of Women and Child Development has shared the information of the redressal mechanism under the Swadhar Grah scheme. Okay, so what is this redressal scheme is all about? The ministry. This is has been released by for the Women and Child Development in order to have if any women or anything are facing any problem related to anything, so there will be a proper redressal mechanism that has been there under the Swadhar Grah scheme. Okay, then we have Sambal Scheme. The Sambal sub scheme is a safety and security of women. Okay, it is under the Sambal sub scheme, the existing scheme of one stop center, woman helpline, Beti Bachao Beti Padhao has been subsumed. Okay, under Sambal scheme. Okay, then Samarthya sub scheme. So Samarthya sub scheme is a empowerment for women. So under the Samarthya sub scheme, the existing scheme like Ujjwala, Swadhar Grah, Women Working Hostel have been subsumed. Okay, so most of the scheme, those who are running, they are subsuming under the single scheme. Okay, now Samvad, support, advocacy, mental health, interventions for child in vulnerable circumstances and distress. What is that? Nimhans has developed a training program on integrating child protection and mental health services at the community level through Panchayati Raj institution under the mission Vatsalya. Okay. Now, Rashtriya Gokul Gram Mission. Recently, Union Minister of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying has shared information regarding the Rashtriya Gokul Gram Mission. Under this, there is a release for setting up of 16 Gokul Grams, integrated indigenous cattle development centers. Okay, then Odisha Ganjam district has topped the country in Manrega jobs. Important, Ganjam district has topped the countries in providing 100 days work to the rural household in the Manrega during 21 and 2020. Okay, as many as 1,29,219 households in the districts were provided with 100 days of employment, and that is followed by Barmer of Rajasthan and Barmer and Nagaur in Rajasthan. Okay. Now, Haryana fulfills the target of Har Ghar Nal Se Jal mission. So, before the set target, the Haryana has already completed the target. Haryana has achieved the target of supplying clean tap water in every household, Har Ghar Nal Se Jal mission. The center has set a deadline of 2024 to achieve this goal. Haryana has connected 100% household in 2022 itself, 2 years before that. Okay. So with this achievement, Haryana has also ranked among the top 3 best performing states in the country under the Har Ghar Nal Se Jal mission. Now, government has okayed 61 firms for textile under the Production Link Initiative for 19,077 crore investment. So now government has these all 61 firms can also avail the PLI scheme. So under the rupees 10,683 crore production link initiative scheme for the garment and textile sector, the central government of India has given its approval for the financial support of 61 companies. Okay. Now, India has crossed milestone of 50,000 ODF plus villages. Right now, we have 50,000 open defecation free plus villages are there. Okay. So, the top performing state is Telangana, which are having 13,960 ODF plus villages. It is followed by Tamil Nadu and Madhya Pradesh. Wait. Clear. I will clear all the things. Okay. Now, Haryana Agriculture Minister has launched a crop insurance. That is portal. That is called Mukhya Mantri Bhagwani Bima Yojana. See, right now, if any state launches something different, so that we have to remember. Haryana Agriculture Minister launches a crop insurance portal Mukhya Mantri Bhagwani Bima Yojana. Okay, so it has launched for the portal with the initial corpus of rupees 10 crore. Under this, farmer will be compensated for the damage caused to their crops due to the adverse weather and natural calamities. Okay. Now, HDFC Bank adjudicated best performing bank in the self-helping linkage by the National Rural Livelihood Mission. Important, very important. HDFC Bank has been given a best performing bank under the self-help group bank linkages by National Rural Livelihood Mission. Okay. Under Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, National Rural Livelihood Mission. Okay. Ministry of Rural Development, Government of India is at the event organized at the Vigyan Bhavan. HDFC Bank is the only private bank to be honored with this award. Okay. Very important for this examination. Now, Tamil Nadu constitute an advisory council to develop a federal fiscal model. Important. Tamil Nadu constitute an advisory council to develop a federal fiscal model under the chairmanship of Arvind P. Datar. Important. Senior Advocate, Supreme Court of India. Okay. Now, Andhra Pradesh relaxes norms for Amma Vodi scheme to cover more beneficiaries. Okay. So, Andhra Pradesh has running a scheme that is called Amma Vodi, has expanded the scope of its flagship scheme to promote school education by relaxing the eligibility norms so that more beneficiaries can enjoy that. Okay. Now, Gujarat Assembly has passes the bill to tackle the stray cattle menace in the urban areas. Okay, in the urban areas. So that is done in the Gujarat. Now, new scheme to set up a hobby hubs. Hobby hubs is going to be set up in the Delhi government school is at the work. So this is a project of hobby hub in the government school in which after school dance, music, art, craft activities during this new academic session will be going to be done. For 2022 and 23 academic session, this project will only be implemented in the single shift government schools. Okay. So now, okay, thus we have discussed it. Now, Fasal Bima Pathshala. Fasal Bima Pathshala to be organized across the country under the Kisan Bhagidari Prathmikta Hamari campaign. Important. Fasal Bima Pathshala to be organized across the country under Kisan Bhagidari Prathmikta Hamari campaign. Now, Shri Narayan Rane has launches MSME Sustainable Z certification scheme. Okay, Z means zero defect, zero effect. Narayan Rane is a union minister of MSME sector. Okay, Z has a potential to become a national movement for the MSME sector. So Z will be attempting to improve the performance and the productivity. This scheme will be looking to make the manufacture and manufacture more environmental friendly. Okay, so that their products becomes zero defects and zero effect. Now, Tamil Nadu CM launches Kaval Utthavi app for public during emergency. Important. Kaval Utthavi app. MK Stallion has launched Kaval Utthavi app. There are having 60 features that will seek the help of the police assistance during any emergencies. Okay. Then MP government has launches Mukhyamantri Udyam Kranti Yojana that will give loan up to rupees 50 lakh with subsidized interest rate for self-employment. World Bank, AIIB, Asian Investment Infrastructure Bank to give 7,500 crore loans to Gujarat government for Mission School of Excellence. Very important. Because if something is given for a school or anything, and if any World Bank or any world agencies are involved, that is very important. Okay. World Bank and Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank will provide loan of 7,500 crore for the Gujarat government for Mission School of Excellence project. Okay. Then Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana has completed 7 years. Since it has completed 7 years, so the question is there. They can ask you what are the, like, what type of Mudra loans are there, Shishu, Tarun and all these type of loans are there, right? So you should know that 7 years Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana has completed. Started in 2015 and right now 2022 is going on. Okay. Uttarakhand Him Pahadi scheme for ex-servicemen and youngster. Very important. Very important. Uttarakhand government has been seeking central cooperation in implementing Him Pahari scheme, that is hilly areas, near the hilly areas. Okay, for ex-servicemen and youngsters. Now, Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami met Union Minister Amit Shah to discuss the smooth implementation of the scheme. So, what is this Him Pahari scheme? Okay, so it is a scheme to meet for ex-servicemen and youngster for aiming at stopping the migration of people from the states. We have to stop the people so that we can provide more people with employment and various things in the state only. Okay, then Atal Pension, important, very important. Atal Pension Yojana has total enrollment has crossed 4 crore. Okay, under Atal Pension Yojana, 4.01 crore has been crossed in March. Okay. Now, J&K, important question can come from here. Samba became first district in India to cover 100% household under ABPM JAIIB. That means Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana Sehat scheme. Okay, 100% household are being covered under this. Okay, J&K Samba district. In the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, the Samba district of the Jammu and Kashmir division has become the first district in India to cover 100% household under the Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana Sehat scheme. The district has achieved this milestone after the conclusion of the special registration drive that has been done by the government, and total 100% household are being registered under that. Okay. Now, what is this Sehat Yojana? Okay, it is the world's largest health insurance. As you all know that government is providing 5 lakh of insurance, health insurance to your family for secondary and tertiary treatment in any of the private hospitals throughout the country for your per household. Okay, per year. Then Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, very important. Unnat Bharat Abhiyan has completed 4 years. Okay. So what is this Unnat Bharat Abhiyan? It is a flagship program that falls under the ambit of the Ministry of Education and aims to link the country higher education institute with a set of minimum 5 villages so that these higher institute can help the contributing to the social and economic betterment of the communities of these villages by using the knowledge base. Okay. Now, Tripura cabinet has approved the insurance scheme for the generalist. Very important, because something different Tripura is doing, so you should know that. Okay. Then SANS launched the early detection of pneumonia. Okay. Health and Medical Education Minister of Karnataka, K. Sudhakar, has launched social awareness and action to neutralize pneumonia successfully, that is called SARS. It is a campaign to launch to ensure early detection and awareness of the pneumonia in the child under the age of 5. Now, Navabharat Literacy Program. What is this Navabharat Literacy Program? Union Government of India has approved, centrally sponsored, namely that is called New India Literacy Program, NILP. So the main aim is to support the state and union territory in providing literacy among the non-literates of age up to age group of 15 and above. And we wanted to cover around 5 crore of the non-literate people, and we will implement this during the period of 22, 23 to 26 and 27. Okay. So the financials have been already given. So you should remember that how much money has been allocated. So 1037 crore has been there. So central share will be 700 crore and state share will be 337.90 crore. Okay. So 5 components are there: foundational literacy and numeracy, critical life skills, vocational skill development, basic education containing on education are there. Then KVIC, Khadi Village Industrial Commission, has put Jammu and Kashmir ahead of all Indian state in creating the self-employment. So here again this news becomes very important because it is related to Jammu and Kashmir and it is also related to KVIC. Okay, in 2021 and 22, KVIC in Jammu and Kashmir has established the highest number of manufacturing and service unit under the Pradhan Mantri Employment Generation Program. Okay, so with a record 21,640 manufacturing and service unit, J&K stand far ahead of the states of Uttar Pradesh. That means mostly you can say that it is double. Okay, in Uttar Pradesh there are 12,000 units, Madhya Pradesh 8,000, Tamil Nadu 5,000, Karnataka 5,000, Gujarat 4,000. In Jammu and Kashmir only 21,000 units have been created. Okay. So guys, this is the last of my session. Now I wanted to answer your queries. Just 1 minute. So Aarti is asking, just want to ask, last 4 months enough of phase 1 because I have done that part only and I am little bit worried. No need to worry. There is no need to worry at all. But if you have done that 4 months in a proper way, then there are huge chances of you to get succeeded in the phase 1 examination. But make it very proper. That means you should not leave anything behind. Do not leave anything behind. Okay, so yeah, now Raju is saying, sir, after several revision, I still feel these schemes are new to me, afraid a lot about the exam. See, Raju, in the schemes, they always ask the bigger data. Like for any scheme, what they can ask? They can ask you the year. They can ask you regarding like outlay. Outlay means how much money has been set up for that, like at till which year you wanted to complete that scheme. Okay, you wanted to achieve the goal of that scheme. Okay, there are few big things are there which you just need to remember. Okay, what big things are there that you have to just remember. Okay, for the phase 1 examination, big things you have to remember. Okay, financial outlays, important 6 months. In the 6 months, what important things have been happened. So see, I am talking about that thing only. I am talking about all these 4-5 months current affairs and all these things only. Okay, we have done economic survey, we are running we have done January, February, March and April months of current affairs, right? We have already done. Tomorrow I will be doing our notification for RBI. Okay, 4 months notification we will do, right? And at the last on Wednesday we will be discussing budget. Okay, It will be a very light session because budget will be have a very light section. Okay, so last day, Thursday, Tuesday, it will be a very light session. Okay, you just have to make sure that who is eligible, target year of completion, major objective, okay, and all those things. Okay, and once you have read everything in a proper way, and the question comes in front of you, there will be 5 options. Okay, even if you are getting confused somewhere, so you try to eliminate the option and come to the answer. But that elimination of the option you can only do if you have done proper preparation of the proper preparation you have done for this exam. Okay, so nobody knows everything, so you have to use your logical reasoning to answer this question. Okay, utilize your all logical reasoning to answer that question. It is not like that you have to just by heart all the things and then you just vomit out in the no, nothing like that. Read less, read it properly, and then in the exam you will be very familiar. Whatever the questions will be coming, you will be very familiar to that question. But sometimes it happens that the options becomes too close. Okay, but that examiner do in order to confuse you. So you make sure that whenever they are asking you regarding the money, year of completion, they normally keep year of completion like whether the scheme will be completed by 2022, 23, 24, 25. So this you have to keep in mind. This please make sure that you do not lose marks over here. Okay, because this is a rot word, this is a rot knowledge that you should know. Okay, the rest you can do with the logical reasoning of the answers. Okay, please, if any scheme is given, please read it properly. What is the name of the scheme? In the name of the scheme only all the answer you will get. In the scheme only you will get all the answer, like, right? Most of the people don't know the full form of the scheme, so you better know the full form of all the scheme. Most of the people don't know what is DDU, Deen Dayal Upadhyay. People don't know DDU and they simply sit for the examination. So you should know that DDU means Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gramin Kausalya Yojana, right? That you should know. At least examiner can expect this much from you. And after that, what happens is it will depend on your logical reasoning abilities. Okay? Anything else? Please make sure that question related to MSMEs, digital technologies and all these things you are aware of it. Okay? Now anybody wanted to ask any other thing or any other, just wanted to, if anybody wanted to ask. Any query, if any query is there in your mind, just ask it. If any query is there, just ask it. And when you are going to write the question paper, please finish it off all the question which you exactly know. Do not waste the time in only single question, because if you waste question in one single question, you will lose time for the question which you know. Okay, so make sure you will get one answer sheet, right? So one rough paper you will get, right? One rough paper you will get, right? So what you will do, you just start your question paper. Like first 80 question will be of general awareness. Okay, you start. Okay, 1 I don't know. You write in the rough paper. First question I've not done. Okay, second, third, fourth. Okay, fourth I don't know. You write fourth. And you go fast. Okay, now seventh I don't know. Okay, then after that you went. Okay, 11th I don't know. So after you finish all the 80 questions, you know like which question you have not attempted. Like 1, 4, 7, 11. So you do not have to go too much Like you do not have to go too much back. You just directly click on there, you automatically go there 1, 4, 7, 11. Okay, so make sure that you save the time in all these places. Okay, do not simply like, okay, now one question again, I back, one back again, back button again, back button again, back button. No, right? Fast moving on the question paper. Okay, fast moving on the question paper. And please finish all the question in which you are 100% sure. Next, you go for 75%, and where you have a 50-50%, take a guess. Take a guess. Below 50%, do not take any risk. Below 50%, do not take any risk. Okay, because if you have prepared well and if you think that the question paper is difficult, so it will be difficult for everybody, so the cutoff will be less. So you should pray to God that at least question paper should come difficult so that the cutoff should go down. Okay, so if you have prepared well, so you can easily clear off the cutoff, right? Anything else to be talked, discussed? Anything else to be talked or discussed? Yeah. So, yes, Raju, yes. So, thank you so much, and please prepare well. And tomorrow we will be doing the notifications, RBI notifications, and all those things. Okay, and after that, the day after tomorrow, we will be do budget, and Thursday take the rest properly, and on Friday just go sit on the exam, finish it off, clear it, and come back, because on 28th I will be telling you the correct answers of the papers. Okay, thank you so much, guys, and good night. And please wait. Yeah, sure, I will be there tomorrow, and I will be waiting for all of you. Please join at the proper time at 9 p.m. Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye, good night, and please make sure that you follow all the COVID-19 protocols properly. Bye bye, take care, and good night. See you tomorrow. Thank you.